Larry Ellison is worth over $150 billion today. He owns his own island in Hawaii. He co-founded Oracle, the software empire that runs governments, banks, airlines, and the internet. And even in his 80s, he's still trying to beat Amazon in the cloud game. But how did a college dropout, rejected by his own family, become one of the richest and most relentless billionaires on Earth? Today, we'll break down Ellison's entire playbook by answering 10 powerful questions. Let's start at the beginning, the moment Larry saw something IBM didn't and made his first giant move. How Larry made his first big win. Back in the 1970s, IBM, the biggest tech company in the world, came up with a smart new way to store and manage information. They called it a relational database. A relational database organizes data in tables, kind of like an Excel sheet, but way more powerful. It's fast, flexible, and perfect for searching through huge amounts of information. But IBM ignored their own invention. Larry Ellison, he saw gold. With programmer Bob Miner, he built the first commercial version and called it Oracle. They launched version 2 on purpose, so it looked polished, even though it was the first. And their very first customer? The CIA. Yes, America's spy agency. The lesson? If you see genius hiding in plain sight, act before the giants do. Larry's first big win came not just from building tech, but recognizing something world-changing before anyone else. The decisions that changed everything. Ellison's first big bet: build the world's fastest database, even when experts said it would never work. He believed they were wrong, and he was right. Second move? He started buying other companies like crazy. This is called mergers and acquisitions, when one company buys another to grow faster or crush competition. He bought 52 companies even if they didn't want to be bought. That's called a hostile takeover, basically forcing the deal by outplaying the other side. His biggest wins? PeopleSoft for $10.3 billion. Sun Microsystems, which gave Oracle control over Java, the software behind most apps and websites. He didn't just want to grow, he wanted to dominate. His thinking style and mental models. Ellison thinks differently. He doesn't just ask, what is the world like? He asks, what could it be? When he backed the network computer, basically a cloud-based computer that doesn't store anything locally, it flopped. But the idea? Way ahead of its time. He also views life as a competition, whether in business or building the fastest yacht ever made. And most importantly, he ignores experts. When they said, that database idea won't work, he said, I'll prove you wrong. What if your crazy idea is just early? Where Larry puts his money. Larry isn't just rich, he's strategic. He still owns over 40% of Oracle, so he earns from every dollar it makes. He owns mansions in Malibu and a $200 million home. He also invests in big ideas, like Salesforce, NetSuite, and biotech companies. Most people buy stuff. Larry buys control, and then builds empires around it. Larry's timeline, the long game. Here's what most people miss. Larry didn't get rich in his 20s. He failed, wandered, dropped out of college twice. 1977, he starts his company in his 30s. 1986, Oracle goes public. 1990, crisis, Oracle almost collapses. 1994, Oracle recovers and hits $2 billion in revenue.
2010, he wins the America's Cup in sailing.
Want to win big? Play the long game. It took Larry decades. What he struggled with. Rejection shaped him. He was adopted. His father told him he'd never be successful. His wife left him because he wanted to chase his dreams. And in the early 1990s, Oracle nearly collapsed. They'd been lying to investors, selling products they hadn't even built yet, which is called selling futures in tech. He lost $790 million personally,
400 employees got laid off. What makes you powerful isn't never falling. It's how you rise again. He fixed the mess, released Oracle 7, and saved the company. The one thing that made the difference. The secret? A relentless belief in his own vision and the willingness to outwork, outfight, and outlast everyone else. While IBM hesitated, Larry built. While experts laughed, he sold it to the CIA. That belief and his insane drive to win at all costs is what made Oracle a giant. Copyable habits and beliefs. So what can you copy from Larry? Don't follow someone else's dream, find your own. Try lots of things in your 20s, even if it looks chaotic. Stay curious, keep challenging the rules. Turn work into a game you love to play. Compete, not just for money, but for meaning. He once said, keep searching until you find a job that ignites your passion. How he thinks about money, power, and people. To Larry, money is just a scoreboard. He doesn't need more. He wants to win. He sees business like a sport, where you beat your rivals and back your team. He protects those he respects. He destroys those who betray or threaten him. He even hired private investigators to dig up dirt on competitors. He's not trying to be liked. He's trying to be number one. How he's still growing. Even in his 80s, Larry's not slowing down. He's chasing Amazon in cloud tech. He's building futuristic farms. He owns a tennis stadium. He funds sailing competitions. And he's still dreaming bigger. Some billionaires coast. Larry, he builds. Because for him, the game isn't over until he wins again. Larry Ellison's life is proof that vision, rebellion, and grit can beat even the biggest giants. You don't need a perfect path. You need courage to challenge the rules and power through every failure. If this inspired you, like and subscribe, because we're breaking down the mindset of the richest people every week.